We set it up as best we can before we even hit it. We visualize where the ball is going to be before we hit it. Before he was even born, Isaac already knew his firstborn was going to get all of this stuff. He was set up. And everything in their culture, in the culture of the ancient world, if you were the firstborn, you were really set up well. As a matter of fact, people don't know this, but the firstborn in the house ate first. Y'all know that? If you were the firstborn in a house, in these times, in these biblical times, you ate first. The firstborn son ate first. The reason for that was tradition said they wanted to make sure that the firstborn lived because the firstborn was going to be the one to carry on everything that the family had in home. If you were the secondborn, you had to go off and start your own thing. But the firstborn got it. Everything is set up for the firstborn. Now, how many of you in here don't like working? I mean, if you could, would you like to just take it easy? Wouldn't it be nice that when you turned a certain age, that you had everything you needed and you didn't have to really put forth a whole lot of effort for anything? You didn't have to go out and make your own way. Wouldn't that be nice? I keep looking back at Dominique because I'm thinking she was firstborn. And her dad is rich. She just waited. She just waited. It'd be nice to have it all before you even showed up. And Esau had it all. Not only did he have it all, but because of the blessing that was going on through his grandfather, his father, and should have been him, Esau was guaranteed a couple of things. He was guaranteed that somebody was going to carry on his name, which means he was going to have a family. He was guaranteed because that's the only way that the blessing would continue. A little bit of thought would have said to him, I'm probably going to have multiple sons because eventually this thing's got to turn into a nation. So he was assured of some longevity in his life. Now, it's one thing to be wealthy. It's another thing to be wealthy and know you're going to live a while. So he was set up like a golf ball. But look at Esau, the epitome of stupidity. Esau's problem was he was born a twin. He came out first. When he came out, he was full of red hair. But when he came out of his mother's womb, his twin brother, Jacob, was holding on to his heel. That should tell us something right there. And if we step back a little bit further, their brother, one day was sitting there going, my goodness, the twins, they're not kicking, they fight. There's been a fight going on between him and his twin brother even before they actually came into the world. They were already at battle. And when he comes out of the room, the fact that his brother has him by the ankle and saying his brother was trying to pull him back in so he could get out first. His brother had a vision. His brother had some insight into something. Now, because they came out like that, and because of what we know about their early life, we know that Jacob was loved by his mother, and Esau was loved by his dad. We know that Esau spent his time out in the fields, running around wild, while Jacob spent his time in the tent. So Esau was kind of a man's man. Jacob, he was a little sissified. You know, mama boy, that baby boy, that kind of thing. Esau is out there impressing everybody. Jacob is hidden away studying. Esau isn't applying himself to the knowledge of who he is. He's applying himself to the knowledge of how to go out and kill something. And Jacob is trying to figure out, how do I get ahead in life? So I'm sure that at times they had certain conflicts and discussions. Matter of fact, I'm positive that they are paternal twins and not maternal twins. Y'all know what that means, right? If not, go look it up. You'll figure it out. Because they didn't really look a whole lot alike. Alright? So, we come to this part of Genesis where we're going to see a discussion and one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. So, in verse number 29, now Jacob cooked a stew. Now, first of all, when I see here that Jacob was cooking stew, everything in me says he knew what was about to happen. He wasn't cooking stew just to be cooking stew, because the Bible does not ever say that he ever ate any of it. He's cooking stew based upon what he's observed in his brother. So what we see here is how these differences are going to come together and going to create an environment where stupidity can take place. So Jacob cooked the stew, and it's just stew, y'all. There's nothing special about the stew, by the way. It's just stew. And Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. Now, Esau's passion was out in the field. What are you passionate about? What drives you? The reason I'm asking is because stupidity usually follows an exercise of passion. It usually does. Now here's the thing. When you go after your passions, you have to be careful because you probably going to do something stupid. Do you know what a passion is? It's lust. It's just plain lust. What is lust? It is a desire for something. Lust in and of itself is not bad. It's when it goes too far for the wrong thing that it becomes bad. You can lust for all kinds of stuff. You can lust for all kinds of things. Most of us lust for money and power. That's the funny part, because Esau didn't evidently want either one of them. So here's the stew being cooked. And I think it was in anticipation of the fact that his brother was going to be hungry, so he knew he had an opportunity. Esau is in the field where his passion is, and now Esau's passion is going to lead to his lust. So watch what happens. So he was weary, and then in verse 30, and Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew, for I am weary." Therefore his name was called Edom. Edom means red, by the way. That's all that there is. Alright, so he's asking for the stew because he is weary. Notice that he's weary. Do you know what weary means? He's tired. He's tired and he's hungry. That's all. That's it. Now, if I'm the son of a wealthy man, and if I'm tired and I'm hungry, I just kind of figured I'll get some food. That's just me. Bring up the modern time. I figured if I walk in the house and my brother is in there and he got a couple of ham sandwiches sitting there, and I say to him, "Give me one of the sandwiches," he said, "No, you got to pay me." And my dad is rich, I'm going to go in the refrigerator and get something for myself. I'm looking at him like he's crazy. I'm not going to fall into this stupid trap. Again, I got to ask you a question. What are you passionate about? What can be associated with your passions that cause you to lust? I'm not asking you to scream it out. I want you to think about it for a second. Because I want you to look at what happens. The lust of Esau. Lust is really just a passionate or overmastering desire or craving. The lust of Esau is about to get him in trouble. Now here it is. Point number one. Esau's stupidity at work. Illogical step number one, rejecting the privilege of power. So the first thing that Esau's going to do is he's going to reject the privilege of power.